Bro. That's how I be. That's how I be with these finals. I be like, yo, this need to hurry up and get on the East Coast. Cause goddamn, these 9 o'clock game thing, my eyes be like this. For real, like I be shit, man. You know, we do our shit, but goddamn.
You know.
Gotta stay. I gotta get my little, you know what I mean? We up here.
Right.
We up. We up and we stuck. Fucker.
Welcome to the podcast that brings you raw and original takes on a wide range of sports and entertainment. It's your boy Henny Dre.
It's John.
And this is the Fan Perspective. And we ain't got all the facts.
Nope.
But we all gonna keep it 100 with all the opinions that we do give.
100 out of 1,000. I'm gonna take a shot to that.
And we had it's been a week since, but a day since we dropped the episode.
Salute.
If you ain't know, now you know. It's the NBA Finals, man.
Finals.
Game 3, you know what I'm saying? We had some big old boxing things going on, championships got handed over. In convincing fashion, in my opinion, too.
Oh, no, that was, yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
Very convincing fashion.
Yeah.
But what else we got? We got some,
some big money talking, you know what I mean? We got Billy and we got, both players from LA, you know what I'm saying, getting that money, so we'll definitely touch to it. But first, we got to get to the NBA Finals. Like we said, man, NBA Finals are tied 1-1, man, and both games been living up to the hype for the most part. I mean, it's been decided by quarters.
The
right?
only pretty much consistent player right now has been Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph. That's sauce.
Like all the way consistent.
Sauce,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
hell yeah, he that dude. He's definitely that dude, you know what I'm saying? We're going to bring on a phone of Pham, man. You know what I'm saying? We haven't did it in a while. You know what I mean? He's a big Golden State fan. So let me give him a call.
First time on the show.
First time on the show, man. We got to get him.
Who we got coming in?
My boy Bryson from Carving It Up Podcast.
Where they based out of? I guess I can ask him when you got
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's the rain.
What's up, bro?
What's going on? Got my boy Bryson from Carving It Up Podcast. What's going on, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Let me introduce you to my nephew and my co-host. Got Andre over here.
Yes, sir. Henny Dre in the building. What's up, man?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be on here, man. I've listened to y'all and watched y'all for a long time, and it's good to be on.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely been a long time coming, man. Like I said, we've been, we leading off the show with talking about your Golden State Warriors facing the Boston Celtics, man. How you feel so far about the series?
Listen, game one was not ideal, to say the very least. Obviously, you go into the fourth quarter with a 12-point lead. You need to close that game out. But I think overall, in the response in game two, they didn't need a win. They needed they needed to make a statement, right? And you talk about Steph Curry going for 29 3/4. You're talking about Jordan Poole getting it going in the final 2 minutes and really, building that momentum going into the fourth, where it was pretty much garbage time from there. But here's the thing: Golden State has won 26 consecutive series in which they've won at least one road game. And so they know at this point, look, you gotta win on the road.
Serious stat right there.
That's it. You gotta win on the road, and I think Game 3 is gonna be the tough one. And with that said, I think that's take it by 8 points.
By a point, okay. Question. I got a question about your best player, man, because I was just saying how he's been probably, even though this series so far hasn't really been consistent on either side, he's probably been the most consistent player. But
yes,
we all know Steph Curry's like his demons, I guess you could say, when it comes to these big games. How do you think Steph Curry what do you think he needs to do to have a complete game where because he always he 21 first quarter, and then he only hit 1 3 for the rest of the game in game one, and then I think he did have a slow moment during game two.
Yeah, he had a slow start, and then he started off.
Basically
the whole team didn't play the fourth quarter. So,
but he had a history of this, so I want to know, what does it take for Steph Curry to have that complete game and convince everybody?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with the great players, you're going to need them to be great in certain spurts in the game. Obviously, Steph got out to that blistering start in that first quarter, hitting 6 out of his 7 3-pointers, I think breaking a finals record. And I think some of it was that, obviously, you have Steve Kerr coming in and sort of having Steph stick to his normal minutes. resting the first 6 of the second quarter. Game 2, you didn't see that, and what that allowed him to do, Steph's a shooter. Shooters need to build rhythm, and so I think that's what helped Steph sort of stay the course and then really go off in that third quarter of Game 2. So, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about a complete game, Steph's probably gonna have to play 40+ minutes a night, which we know he's capable of doing due to his insane conditioning. And it's going to be about being steady. Can you give me 7-8 points a quarter, something like that? And if he's able to do that, be able to draw the defense and get guys set up under the basket, Looney, Draymond, Payton, and maybe Klay Thompson can get going at some point in the series. That'll be huge for the Warriors.
Payton was a big piece right
Yeah, exactly. And what you were saying will get it into rhythm, man. What you think needs to happen for your boy Klay, the other Splash brother, to get in rhythm? Because he's definitely forcing stuff out there, even layups. You can see him frustrated after he's missing the layups. What you think Klay needs to do to, get back on track?
He just needs to keep shooting. I mean, at the end of the day, he's one of the best to have ever done it. And, I heard him send the press conference today. He's watching some Game 6 Klay highlights on YouTube. It's nice to know that someone else does that, because I got to admit, when I go out and shoot, I watch a few highlights of some of the great shooters, and, maybe sort of fool myself into thinking I can do that. But the point of it all is that Klay Thompson is one of the more confident players you'll see in the NBA. And obviously you see his frustration. He's, clapping. He's frustrated after these missed shots. But, he's due for 1 or 2 big games. And we saw it against Memphis in Game 6, against Dallas in Game 5. When you really, really desperately need a big Klay Thompson game, he's given it to you, not just this year, but throughout the course of his career. And so, yes, part of it is I felt like I talked about in the show the other day, I felt like he's gotten back in rhythm in terms of playing regular season basketball. You saw he played at the end of the regular season. Right. But the finals, we know, is a whole different animal. So, getting back acclimated to that sort of, physicality and having to make tough shots, especially against this great Celtics defense, you're going to need to do that. And I think he's due to have a big Game 3 tomorrow night.
Yeah, I definitely think Game 3 is Game 3. I think is his game. I think coach from Boston, I hate to say his name, butcher it. I always butcher it all the time, but I think he's gonna come. He's gonna have that game plan for Curry. So I think Curry will get a lot of Marcus Smart, a lot of Horford double teams over there, and I think Klay's gonna have to make it. He's gonna have to make it happen because, like I said, I think they're gonna lock down Curry for the most part. Like we said, we're not gonna say Curry's not gonna get his points, but I think they'll, I think they're gonna slow him down a little bit, and they're gonna be like Klay. Klay got to beat us, basically. You know what I mean? To be at the end of the day. So,
yeah. How do you feel about Draymond? That's what I want to know. Because everybody has them players where like you want them on your team, but you would hate to play against them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Josh Donaldson.
But I imagine Draymond probably give you a heart attack every game.
Oh my goodness, you have no idea, dude. Once he picks up that first technical, and then I swear to you, 2 minutes later, he's barking at the ref or he's getting into a scuffle. I'm like, no, Draymond.
No.
And I remember, was it the second, or I think it was the second round against Memphis. It was one of the games in Golden State. He had already picked up his first technical, and there was a call he didn't like, and he's going up to the ref, and it's near the sideline, and you can see a woman sitting courtside saying, "It's okay, Draymond, don't get a C, Draymond." So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what makes him great, right? He's playing with emotion, giving this Warriors team an edge. He's the heart and soul. I talked about the other day. Draymond is there to play the role that you don't want Steph and Klay to have to play. He's the bouncer of the club. I mean, that's what he is, being able to sort of be the enforcer.
Yeah, you need the enforcer.
And I hear a lot of comparisons between Draymond and Dennis Rodman. Their games were completely different, but their roles on their respective dynastic teams are pretty much the same.
Right.
It's credit to him and how all the ruckus and you saw he got Jaylen Brown frustrated and getting Grant Williams' face and Jason Tatum. So I guess I do get a heart attack once he picks up that first tee, but just gotta hold your breath and hope he comes through for you. But they can't win a championship without this guy. That's what I know for a fact.
Right. Now
You ever seen Draymond play football?
Nah.
At Michigan State?
He was playing football? Bro?
Tight end.
It's
Trash.
bad.
He was trash?
Trash.
It's really bad, guys. I promise you.
Well, I'm happy he chose the right, Coach Izzo was like, nah, leave that alone over there. Leave that alone. Come over here, young man. We can use your talents in Michigan over here in the basketball program. But, okay, so now, with all your Golden State bias aside, and this is a regular season game, does Draymond catch his second technical?
Yes, no question about it.
Right.
But that's the thing, though. I hear like, well, if it's a regular season game, but it's not. It's the finals, man.
Right.
I don't want. And this is just going through the refs' minds. You don't want to toss a star player or an important player, even unless it is just egregious, right? Like unless it's like a Dylan Brooks style play. You want the best players to be on the court. You want them to be healthy. You want them to be whole. And so that's what's going through the refs' minds. They don't want to be the guy that tossed Draymond Green or anybody else for either team.
Right. No, I agree on that. I could respect that because I feel the same way. Like, it's the finals. Like, this ain't, you know what I mean? Like, we want to see Draymond.
Yeah.
We don't want no asterisk by, Cleveland Cavaliers when they beat your Golden State. Sorry to bring this back up. When they kicked out Draymond and suspended him for a game.
There's only one person putting an asterisk on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I know you get a heart attack every time somebody say that too. But yeah, man, like I said, I definitely respect it. Even though they came out the next day like, yeah, it should have been technical, but you gotta let them play, man. It's the finals. I think it should be a little more lenient. Cause earlier in the playoffs though, they were calling like everything, especially in that Dallas series. Like they were just calling everything.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, they was flopping everywhere. Luka was flopping like. So I like that. They kept it. Like I said, good in the NBA finals because you don't want nothing to happen.
Sure. I mean, that's the thing, and especially once you get deeper in the playoffs, especially in the finals, and you get late in these games, the officials are going to swallow the whistle. They're not going to be the guys who determine the outcome of the game, and and again, that's what goes through their head. They don't want to be the story. They want the players to decide it. They want the coaches to a certain degree to decide it, and that's what ultimately comes down to, especially once you get to the stage.
Well, some do want to be noticed. Be in the spotlight, little power struggles. You know what I mean? Power struggles in the social media days.
Baseball is bad with it.
Yeah, nah, baseball is a different story.
Angel Hernandez.
Yeah, that's what I be seeing on Twitter. I be seeing on Twitter.
That's how it goes, man.
Yo, so how long you been doing? Where you based out of? First of all, I got it. I said I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I'm based out of Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm a
Tennessee
diehard Tennessee Vols fan. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm the weirdest sports fan that you've ever met in your life. Because I've got teams literally in every area of the country. I'm a Red Sox fan, which is a little awkward right now.
Hold on.
the
I'm about to
finals.
mute you right quick.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's stop talking. I'm not here to talk about baseball, guys. I don't want to. No Yankees. None of that. But but I'm a Warriors fan, obviously, and then I got sort of a love-hate relationship with the Dallas Cowboys. John, I'm a huge fan of Dak Prescott. And that's really what keeps me
Why
around.
you bringing all these Cowboys fans on the podcast?
Right. No, listen. This is the only Cowboys fan I can respect. He's like, I'm a fan, but I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, I cheer for them or whatever. I respect Dak Prescott. And I can respect his takes on his Cowboys for sure, though.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like I said, Golden State is tied, man, 1-1 with Boston, man, in Boston tomorrow, man.
Yeah, man. Johnny ain't pick Golden State. I picked Golden State though.
Yeah, he picked Golden
I
State.
appreciate you, bro.
Listen,
I got them in 6 too, man. They gonna mock these boys up real quick.
hey, man, I said Boston, you know what I mean, in 7. I got Marcus Smart as the MVP, man. So we'll definitely see. By the time this come out, the finals might be over already. It might be over. It might be got game 6 though by then because it is 1-1. So yeah, we got a couple days for that for sure.
Yeah.
No
doubt. Marcus Smart for MVP, that's an interesting one. I got to know what the Vegas odds are for that.
Oh, it's pretty high. I'm pretty sure. He's probably like the sixth player to probably get that. I would think Steph, Jason Tatum,
right.
Clay, Draymond,
Al Horford.
Yeah, Al Horford, and then Smart out there. Yeah, I was just saying that for the most part, like I say, he contain Curry a little bit, have a big game like he did game 1, and them type of spurts. You know what I mean? Like you said,
$1 MVP.
Yeah, and the MVPs, they be kind of weird sometimes. So that's why I went with Smart, man. Like I said, defense MVP, just kind of go full circle. You know what I mean? Full circle.
What made you a Warriors fan, man?
Man, he's a young gun, man. Go ahead, though.
Well, yeah. Listen, I became a Warriors fan before all the dynastic run started around 2013. That was Mark Jackson's last year, and I don't know.
They made it to the Western Conference Finals that year, I think, right?
No, they got knocked out in the first round against the Clippers.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because they won 50 games that year and they lost in Game 7. But no, I just remember sort of watching this little 6'3" skinny dude, shooting from 30 feet out. I'm like, I ain't never seen anything like that. And so I think sort of the relatability of Steph Curry maybe drew me in a little bit, and made me a fan of the Warriors. And obviously, getting to sort of know the players, Clay, Draymond, Iguodala, that was his first year at the team. So,
right.
And obviously Steve Kerr comes in completely, helped elevate this team to a whole new level in 2015. And it's been, for the most part, it's been smooth sailing, except for the last couple of years prior to this year.
Nah, listen, like I said, it's people be fans of like the eras like they were born in. You know what I mean? Like that era. And like you said, you start off, you're a young cat. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Some Warriors is that team. If you're under 20, the Warriors is your team. I don't care who you are. Warriors, maybe the Heat.
Or LeBron James.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron James. That's why I said the Heat, and wherever LeBron went, you know what I mean? That's like the last 10 years of like fans of, and then like for like football, I would say like Seattle had a run where, Seahawk fans came out of nowhere, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's funny, with the NFL, it's kind of a wonder I didn't become a Seahawks fan because Russell Wilson was like my favorite player right off the bat, and
right.
Somehow, some way, I got drawn into that big ugly blue star in Dallas. But yeah, listen, it's a generational thing. A lot of kids grew up in the '80s or Lakers or Celtics fans, and yeah, that's how it works.
Right. Like I said, I always tell the story. Like I said, that's how I became a Michael Jordan fan and Chicago Bulls fan, just watching them. You know what I mean? I remember where I was at and everything. Like just watching them in the playoffs playing Boston. Just like, this guy is killing Boston. He got like 60 points. They lost, but I'm like, that's my team right there. That's my team.
That's how I became a Heat fan.
And that's how I became a Bulls fan.
That's how I became a Heat fan with Wade and Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how I became a University of Miami fan. All them years they was dominating that 01 team, definitely. Oh.
Yeah, that's how
that 01 team might have been the greatest college football team ever.
That I definitely agree.
Man, Miami's back. I like the head coach hiring of Cristobal.
Yeah, they be trying, man. They be trying. They be They be creeping
spurts,
up, man. But
they be having their spurts. You got the chain out there, and then the next season they win like 3 games.
Trendsetters. Trendsetters.
Definitely trendsetter for sure. But man, hey man, what happened? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I know what it's like to be a fan of a long-suffering, once great school in the Tennessee Volunteers, but, I guess every dog has their day.
Absolutely. Trust me. I'm a Jets fan, so I know for sure on that one.
Oh, man.
For sure on that one. I'm for sure on that one. Like
I ain't see no chip neither. Yeah. I'm a Washington fan.
Nah, but at least you ain't see it in your lifetime, but at least Washington probably been more,
Yeah.
More winning seasons. Yeah, and they got 3. Yeah, we won Super Bowl 3. You know what I mean? Like that's a long time.
First Super Bowl. That's the first official Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. And then like I said, I talk a lot of Joe Namath. You know what I mean? But it's Broadway Joe. That's what he's known for. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't the greatest, but he's known for Broadway Joe and guaranteeing that victory. So I take that.
That's it.
I take that.
That flag.
Exactly, for sure. But man, hey, tell all the people, man, where they can find your podcast, man.
Yeah, Carving Up Live, Monday, Thursday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time. You can find the show live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, subscribe YouTube channel, and also the podcasting platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Anchor. Just basically wherever you listen to your podcast. I'm having some issues with Apple. I don't know what's going on with that, but everywhere else except for Apple, you can check out the show. And listen, this is about as much fun as I've had doing the show with my team, and going for the NBA championship. So we got some great content ahead. That I will guarantee you.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's always good when your team's there, man. So I can definitely feel it, man. Yeah, I can feel the excitement. Like I say, every time you talk and you out there, your glasses, your sunglasses when they went to the finals and all that, celebrating. I know a little bit of the feeling.
Hey, listen. You saw, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He said, if you did that for the Western Conference Finals, what are you going to do for the Finals? Just trust me. Just trust me on this one. It is going to be epic. I promise you that.
Tune in. Like I said, man, Bryson, definitely appreciate you. You know, we'll continue to talk, you know what I mean, support each other, man. Definitely appreciate you coming on the show for
Definitely.
Pham, you know what I mean, phone a fan for sure.
Of course. Talk to y'all then.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace.